There are about 3,000 employees working for the County of San Luis Obispo, and among those, there are those who go above and beyond in their commitment to public service. Their exceptional work may not make headlines, but it is worthy of recognition. We want to take a slow moment to do so. There are times systems can get in the way of service, but when you have someone like Dave Gravender, who is not afraid to dive into the weeds of those systems, understand their capabilities, and explain how to make best use of them, the people we serve benefit.
I think it was back in October of 2019. The state purchased software called Tableau. So it's just a way to bring data together that's easier for people to understand. So I went down to Riverside and got the training. And then it was go off and use it. And so there wasn't a lot of direction on what to do with it or how to use the tool.
Dave invented these dashboards.
So I started looking at how can I make this valuable to our child support specialists, the people that do this data day in and day out. My first dashboard that I created was just a list. And it turned out that it was a list that we were creating manually. Creating the list took about 30 minutes a day. And then the staff had to look through it, so that was taking another 10 or 15 minutes for them to get that work done. And so I created the Tableau list from the list they were working on in about a day, and that report now runs in about 5 seconds.
Then he rolls it out to our staff, and staff are amazed. It's this dynamic, colorful way to slice and dice data in a way that they've never done before.
So then I started looking at how do we really measure productivity of our workers? Because then COVID happened, people went remote, so they weren't in the office anymore. And so there's this really hard way to get at what is productivity. So I was able to create a dashboard that brought in kind of the number of things that people were doing, a way for supervisors to review that data very easily, and then a way to bring in our payroll data, time data, to see how efficiently were they getting those things produced. It's the one that I talked to Natalie about and said, could we create this for the entire state? And so I gave it to Santa Barbara to have them start looking at it. And so working together, we kind of created different ideas, developed it, expanded it. And then it was said, Natalie, I think I'm ready to present this to all of the small and very small directors. Once I'd done it for all the small and very small LCSAs, I thought this could work for everybody.
A few months more go by, and then one day Dave approaches me and lets me know, hey, by the way, I've actually done this for the entire state.
Now it's called the CSS scorecard. So now there's 42 counties that are in some form of implementation of the CSS scorecard.
He literally has spent thousands of hours trying to create dashboards that we can use across the entire state that change the way we manage our cases.
Well, interestingly, I'm going to be contracted to work for the state. I will go work for the state while I'm still here. I'm still in this department, part of this department, but I'm going to go work for the state doing Tableau statewide.
I think because he enjoys this work so much, every day he comes in and tells me how much he loves his job. He was able to take his wanting to be a part of public service and wanting to give back and then mirror it with this vast IT technology that he has, bring those two things together and really come up with tools that make case managers manage their cases better.
You see, we have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Use Tableau. You can sing along with this part, it's easy.
So the first time Dave got the award, we nominated him. And at that time, Tableau was this big. It was a fraction of what it was. And really, it was SLO County that was using it. When he got the second award, I didn't know he had even been nominated. It was another LCSA that got together and they nominated him, which is huge.
It's quite humbling to go to the conference and have for them, you're in front of, 1,000 people or so, and then they choose you to be the individual outstanding achievement. It's like, I'm just doing my job, right?
He loves what he does, and it shows. It shows in the passion that he has. I think he was so well deserving of this award, and I'm really excited that he's going to be the first person that SLO honors.
We do the work because it's the right thing to do, and then to be recognized for it is nice, but it's not the reason. The reason is because it's the right thing to do.